Hey guys, it's your girl London, and today I am back at it again with another Boxycharm unboxing, except for this is the Boxycharm Premium box for the month of January. So I have a lot of thoughts, and there are some scandals in the box. So if you want to see what I got in my Boxycharm this month, then go ahead and keep watching because we're going to get right into it. All right, my little artichokies. So, Boxycharm Premium. It is $35 a month, and I believe that you're supposed to get a minimum of $175 worth of product in the box. I could be wrong. I'll have the information box down below. But if you think about it just in a monetary sense, $35 in, $175 or so out monetarily, it seems to make sense. However, you then have to kind of determine whether or not you like the products that are in the box and if there's something that you would use. Otherwise, that $35 might have been better spent on maybe one item that you know you would use, maybe from Sephora or Ulta, versus 5 or 6 full-size items that maybe you wouldn't use. So let's go ahead and get into the box. First things first, I am trying out a new foundation. I don't know how I feel about it yet. So I'm feeling like I'm looking very bronzed, very like I have been to the islands when I have been nowhere. And that is because the foundation is really more of what probably should be my summer shade. It is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. It's full coverage, oil-free shine control. This is what the box looks like. And this is the foundation. It's a nice heavy weighted bottle, glass. It has a nice pump to it. But again, the shade is really something that probably should be my summer shade. This is N070, and this is neutral golden. Bobbi Brown did send this to me for review, so I do appreciate that. However, I feel like maybe like an N60 would have been more appropriate for my shade right now. However, I feel like I was definitely able to work with it. It was nice, light. It does feel weightless. I utilized a brush instead of a sponge. I thought it did a nice blend. It didn't have any streaks or anything with it. I just used a flat top kabuki, and I didn't need to use a ton of the foundation to get the coverage right away. It was just kind of this full coverage. So I really did like it. I want to see how it will wear, and then we'll see if we're going to actually do a foundation wear test on it, because since it is not really my shade, I don't want that to kind of go into what is making me feel iffy about the foundation. So if all goes well, and I feel like it's something I should do a review on now, or if I should just wait until it's summertime and I can really kind of test more of the oil control and things like that, because it's the winter time right now. And if you didn't notice, we're stuck inside. So I can't really utilize the claims of it really well right now. So I may wait closer to the summertime to do a full review on it so we can really test the claims and have the color be more appropriate at that time. But we shall see. Anywho, let's move on. So the Boxycharm box. Let's get into first things first. Okay, so we're going to start off with a scandal right away. Look, I don't try to be in the ins and outs of scandals and drama too much. However, I did see that Boxycharm had posted on their site they were very sorry about the things that were happening with Summer Fridays and the experiences people were having with it, and that they had looked into it and that they were trying to rectify the situation, yada yada, whoop de whoop. So this is the product they were talking about. This is the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. Now, from what I gather, and again, I could be wrong. Like I said, I do not stay in other people's business. I try not to. And it's so sad. This is very nice packaging. It feels very luxe. That people are having adverse reactions to this. So, let me read to you what their little card, BT Dubs, says Fresh Start, is the theme for January. It says, life's turbulence means we can all get that jet lag, leaving skin stressed, tired, and thirsty. Use as a nightly mask, daytime moisturizer, or in-flight lifesaver, this multitasker's nourishing vitamins, ceramides, and antioxidants leave the skin instantly renewed, radiant, and ready for anything. So I think it's interesting that you could use it as a night mask. You could also use it as a daytime moisturizer. So that's weird that it would be in the daytime it would be a moisturizer, but at night somehow it would turn into a mask instead of a nighttime moisturizer. Strange. or you can utilize it in a plane to help keep nourishment because your face tends to dry out when you're on a plane because of the altitude. So again, I am not really well versed in the full drama, but from what I have deduced from it, it is that people were having an adverse reaction to it. And they were very upset that they were having an adverse reaction to this. So I don't know if there was an ingredient or something in here. I am going to check it out though and look more into it, not for the dramas aspect, but because this is a very nice package and I do enjoy skincare, and whether I keep this or if I were to give it to friends or family, I want to find out what was kind of going on. Was it just person to person? Was it an actual ingredient? Is there something wrong with the product itself? From what I saw on Boxycharm's Instagram and page, they didn't say to discard the product. They also didn't offer to put an additional product in anybody's box who got this, or have you get a credit or have you choose a different product to be sent to you. So again, I don't know if this is something that they're saying to toss to the side because it's no good, or if it was just there was a lot of people who are having reactions to it and it's kind of a use at your own risk type of thing. So I will look into that. That was $48. So I'm hoping that it is just kind of a people were having some issues with it, but it's not something with the product. It's kind of a do a patch test type thing, which should always go with hair color, skincare, things like that, because you just never quite know how things are going to react to your skin. So the next thing we have is the Over Cosmetics Good to Go Mini Mix Palette. Okay, guys, so this is what this looks like. And I believe that this is a recent release. This is $39. This is what this looks like. It has no mirror in it, but this is the palette itself. So this is a eyeshadow full face palette. So you have your blush, what should be maybe a bronzer. I used it for eyeshadow. And then you have your eyeshadows and you have your highlighter wheel right in the center. I used every one of these shades on my eyes today. I utilized the highlighter on my cheeks today. Like I said, I used this color. That was an eyeshadow. I did utilize the blush, and I did utilize all of these eyeshadows. So let's talk. So Ofer says that this is manifest good to glow looks every time in this mini full face palette of warm shimmers and fresh neutrals, featuring Ofer's best-selling highlighter. All of the lights, this lightweight, magnetic, and interchangeable palette is perfect for an add-on to pop in your makeup bag. Again, $39. So, for me, I have never been checking for Ofra. I don't, personally, I understand that these shades can pop out, and that's awesome, to be able to mix and match and kind of switch things up. But I do not like how this aesthetically looks. This, I don't know, something about it really turns my eye off, and I don't like their just full eyeshadow palettes either, because the circular kind of seashell imprint, it really turns me off, and you can see the little lip where you can take them out. I don't like that at all. I prefer like the Natasha Denona where it has the hole behind it that you can poke it out. This to me is just not aesthetically appealing. So I've never checked for Ofra for any type of face product or anything. I also don't care for their packaging. I know that they did like a bit of a rebrand maybe like a year or two ago. I still don't like it. It just looks underwhelming to me, and I don't think that for how I feel about the shadows and the products that you can have lackluster packaging. Just is what it is. You got to give me something to work with. So with that being said, this is the look that I was able to create today. Now, look, guys, your girl doesn't do a wing because I have hooded eyes. So I have to do this very low kind of Cleopatra type wing, which can get out of control very quickly because if I do it any higher, it starts to get closed, and then you end up with a real kind of Amy Winehouse wing on a hooded eye, and that just looks crazy town. So I did this look, and in the end, I think that it did come out nice. And funny enough, I think that the wing is really what saved it, and kind of the dark eyeliner underneath the kind of like more Cleopatra feel, I feel like really saved it. Guys, this was not the palette for me. So I was very disappointed in these shimmers. I really expected this mint green to just be popping. It looks like it's popping here, guys. This was not popping. This was not what I expected. This, for over having such a great highlighter formula, as people say, I did not anticipate that. It just wasn't, it was underwhelming when I put it on my eyes. I literally had to, and I used my finger to tap it on. I had to tap it on probably no less than 8 times just to get this center part. The rest of the shadows, the mattes, I mean, they feel to me very I don't want to say dry, but dry. They feel very dry. So if you have felt like a Juvia's Place, they feel dry. They feel slightly hard pressed. However, when you do put your brush in, you do get a little bit of kick up to them. I just didn't feel like they performed well. I feel like they swatch really well, but I feel like on the eyes, I didn't feel like the pigmentation was there. Two, I felt like they were slightly patchy, so I had to, one, build them up for pigmentation purposes, but also I had to build them up to cover the patchiness. Three, I feel like the shimmers, for having the highlighter formula they're supposed to have, I thought that they were not popping the way they should have been. I have tried brands from the drugstore that are $5 and less that have shimmers that are metallics that are really giving you life. And I feel like, although, again, I saved this look in my mind, this does not give me life. I would never recreate this look with this palette. If anything, I would recreate it with a different palette that I have, but not this one. So overall, I was very disappointed in the eyeshadows. I've never tried Ofra's eyeshadows, I believe. I don't think I've ever tried their eyeshadows. Their highlighters, I remember when they had the Nikki tutorials. I think I'd maybe gotten that in an Ipsy bag or something. I had tried that before. That was okay. I used it today. It's a pretty highlighter. It's very kind of blinding. So I'm not mad at the highlighter or the highlighter formula. I thought that was fine. That they have a nice selection. So the highlighter I would take out of it, but the shadows, no. The blush for me was a little paler pink than I would kind of like it to be. And that kind of what looks like it was supposed to be a bronzer color. It was not going to be a bronzer on me. So that went on my eyes as eyeshadow. So this palette for me was an absolute positively no. And what I would kind of attribute Ofra shadows to, they're the closest kind of thing that I can think of that they kind of perform like, for me, would be the Pure Cosmetics. So outside of the Raw Beauty Christie palette, I feel like Pure is very, very hit or miss, and most of the time misses. And I feel like their formula and this formula is very reminiscent of each other, and I don't like that. So this palette, I have enough highlighters, so although I really did enjoy this highlighter, I think it's very pretty, I likely would not pop this out and not give it to someone. I would just give them the whole palette so I can have the whole face palette together, but this is likely not something that I'm going to be keeping. However, I don't know when I would declutter it, because I know I will never use that palette again. I don't want to say I hated it, but I strongly disliked it, and that's unfortunate because a lot of my favorite creators have partnered with Ofra on various products, although when I think about it, most of them are highlighters and lip products, never eyeshadows. And because I think they have a horrible eyeshadow formula. So that's just me. Those are just my thoughts. If you like Ofra, stick with it, keep it. I did not care for it. The next thing was the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. So this is what the box looks like. I did not use this one on my face. It's in the shade Honey, and that is because I already own it in the shade Honey, and I also own it in the color Cashew. So this is a really, really nice setting powder. You just open it like this. Oh, is it gonna go everywhere? Yes, it is. That's what it looks like. I did not utilize this on my face today. One, because I already do know how the product works, but two, because I was working with that Bobbi Brown foundation, and it already was slightly deeper than I would have liked. I already knew that I still wanted to bronze my skin and everything. I did not want to use this powder because this powder does leave a tint to your skin. So although it is kind of, I guess, supposed to be like just a translucent, but translucent for somebody with pigmented skin, to me, I find that if I put this on top of my foundation does change colors, does get deeper. So I tend to use this more on foundations that are slightly off for me. They're a little too light, or the undertone is a little bit too olivey and kind of give me that gray tone. I'll utilize this, or maybe over a CC or BB cream. But when there's a foundation that is either my exact match or deeper, I will not use that because it will deepen up my foundation. But I do really enjoy this powder. I think it's very nice, and this is $32. So this says, Rihanna was obsessed with creating a setting powder that wouldn't flash back, so Pro Filter was born in 8 versatile shades to melt into your unique skin tone, letting you set, perfect, and brighten without a trace. It works all day to blur the look of pores, fine lines, and imperfections. I do agree with that. When you put that on, it does give you a blurred look. You don't want to put on too much because you can get a little heavy with it, but I think that kind of taking a little bit of a damp sponge, pressing it into the skin and then buffing it out with a brush. That is the way that I like to do it. I do think it's nice. Now, again, the packaging, you saw how much dust it created and it got everywhere. I think it would be nice if the package was a bit different. I don't know how, but a little bit different because it does kind of get everywhere. But I guess that's just loose powder in general. So next thing is from Lashes MD, and this is Eyelash Growth Serum. So this is what this looks like. Now, I did open this up, and here is the product right here. Kind of almost looks reminiscent of eyelash glue. And there are instructions, which I did read because I wanted to ensure I knew how to use it. And it says that you can put 1 coat of this on your eyelashes at night only. You can also put this on your eyebrows. So I was not able to use this today because, of course, it is not nighttime. So this says a lash serum that promotes fuller, longer, and healthier eyelashes and brows. Our signature eyelash conditioner nourishing formula is specifically designed to help eyelash growth and support strong lashes. Apply this eyelash enhancer once a day, encouraging longer and healthier lashes. This is $69.95. Now, I will say that anytime you're going to put something on your eyebrows, and especially your eyelashes for growth, you do want to do a bit of research on it, online, reviews, what ingredients are in here, because it can irritate your eyes. And I've seen some horror stories from people, not with this product, but with just kind of eyelash products in general, where their eyes have become very irritated. They've had, red bumps occur on their lash line. They've had lashes fall out. So I think you do want to kind of be wary and make sure you do your research on this before you put it on your eyes. Your eyebrows may be a little bit different because it's not next to your eyeballs, of course, that closely. But I think you do still want to kind of do some research before you utilize this. So I will look more into this, and if it seems like everything's a go, I will give it a try. But we'll see. I think $69.95 for what it says it's supposed to do. I think that is a fair price. A lot of them on the market are $100 plus. So I think $69.95 for lashes and eyebrows is a good price. But I still need to check that out more and see what I think about it as far as giving it a go. almost coughed there. That powder's still there. Fenty trying to choke a girl out. Let me go ahead and get some of this green matcha from Starbucks. So, Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Volume Lift and Curl Mascara comes in this packaging. I am not going to open it because we do have it inside of here because I already have one. So, this is Cause I'm Black, and this is the Full Frontal Mascara. This is designed to deliver Rihanna's full lash look. Full Frontal's lightweight ultra black formula was specifically paired with an exclusive flat to fat brush. The fat side holds the max product to quickly load and lift lashes, and the flat side defines and curls. So this is a thinner formula than some mascaras, but not as thin as like the new It Cosmetics. So this, if you can see the wand here, this is the flat side, and then there's the kind of like lifting and fat lifting. To be quite honest with you, I tend to just use it like a regular brush and then let it do what it does. I've never specifically used each side for one thing, but I do think that it does give some niceness to the lashes. I think that for me, what it does mostly is it lengthens them. I like the formula of this. I think it's nice. I think it's nice because as it wears, like it looks like it would be clumpy, but it's not. It keeps this consistency of kind of being semi-thin, which is nice, especially if you don't want clumpy lashes. However, I also think for me, the formula is a little thin with the brush in the sense that it doesn't feel like it grabs my lashes the way that I want them to, like the Kosas. That one is a curved one, and that one really grabs my lashes. I feel like it's really coating through. This one, I feel like I have to put several coats on to get that same feeling and effect, and this tends to start making my lashes want to crisscross with each other. So I've noticed that I'm not somebody who necessarily likes to put on coat after coat after coat of mascara, but with this I do. So I feel like it does lengthen them, but for me, I don't feel like the formula or the brush necessarily makes them look any fuller than they are. However, I would like this in a lower lash formula with a nice tiny brush, because I do use this on my lower lashes, and I use it on my lower lashes and my upper lashes today. I do like that, but the wand is a bit big, so it can get a little bit messy here and there. So this is $24. The last thing that we have, I did not bring in here. I meant to bring it from the bathroom, but I didn't. It was a PMD Beauty Silver Pure Makeup Removing Cloth. So it says, get back to your pure self with Silver Pure. Remove makeup and wash your skin with the antibacterial and anti-aging benefits of pure silver, ensuring a clean end to your day. It's $30. So essentially what it is if you've ever had a makeup eraser, looks like a washcloth. It's very soft. You rinse it underneath water. You just wipe it over your face. It takes your makeup off. This one says that because it's made with silver, it has some anti-aging properties and it's antibacterial. I utilized it last night. It took my makeup fine, exactly like a makeup eraser did. I'm glad to have another one because I enjoy those types of washcloth, makeup removing fabrics. It also helps you stay away from having to purchase face wipes, which of course, as we know, aren't very environmentally friendly and can get costly. So this is nice because you can utilize it, wash it, utilize it, wash it, and it really does save you on both, affecting the environment negatively and on your wallet. I also like it because if you're not somebody who likes to double cleanse, or if you want your skincare to go further, I think that helps it because you utilize it before you use your product to take off your makeup. So it's already doing most of the work for you, and then you can use less of your cleanser or your oil and then your cleanser if you utilize this first. So I think it will allow you to stretch your cleansing skincare because you're going to take off the bulk of your makeup with this fabric towel versus having your cleanser try to do all the work. So I think that is also a good trade-off with it. So like I said, that's $30 and that's about the price that they are. The makeup erasers, it's about that price too. So all in all, I thought it was a good box with the Fenty products, although I already had them. I can always use another makeup eraser, makeup remover wipe, so I thought that was good. The Summer Fridays, again, we'll have to see how that goes, see what the 411 on that is. The Ofra palette was an absolute no for me. And the lash serum, although it's a good deal to be in the box, again, I want to look and see what the reviews and things are on that prior to me utilizing it because it is right next to my eyeballs. And so I really don't want any adverse effects happening. So overall, I will put the price of the box somewhere here. I thought it was a good box. If I didn't have the Fenty products, I thought this would have been a great box because the only product I really disliked was this Ofra product. And then the other two, the eyelash serum and the face mask, I just have questions on, but everything else I really enjoyed. So again, I think it was a nice box. I definitely have some backups of things, so that's good. But let me know if you guys got this box or if you have tried any of the products in this box. Do you like them? Do you not like them? How do you guys feel about Ofra? I mean, I don't want to be a hater. I really, really don't. But how do you feel about Ofra? I just really dislike that formula. That eyeshadow formula was just so lackluster, presented so many problems. I feel like, again, the look is pretty. I made it work. But for this look, I feel like I had to work way, way, way too hard to make this happen. Especially utilizing all those shadows. I think I worked way too hard. This doesn't look like I worked that hard. But I feel like I worked way too hard to get this done. So let me know how you guys feel about the Ofra formula, highlighter formula, but especially the eyeshadow formula. How do you guys feel about that? I will not be purchasing any Ofra products, as you can tell, and I will not be utilizing that palette again, unless for whatever reason I were to do a review on it. But for personal use, I'm not going to be using that palette again, because I don't think my mind is going to change on it. And as of right now, I very much so dislike that formula. So thanks guys for watching my video, hanging out with me, sitting with me, chilling, chillaxing with me. I am going to have some videos going up, and I think they're going to be various lighting stages because it took me a while to get my camera in sync and finally get to this lighting stage. So don't fret if you see videos that have different shades of light than this one does. It's because they were filmed prior to me getting this lens and this lighting and these settings perfected to what I wanted them to be. So, it's always a work in progress with these doggone cameras and this light, I'm telling you. So guys, again, thank you for spending time with me. I love you guys so much. If you guys haven't already, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified of all my new videos. If you haven't already, head on over to Instagram, follow me at London Brielle. See what I'm doing when I'm not here with you on the YouTubes. And until next time, guys, I will love you, I miss you, and I will see you on the flip side. I love you guys. Bye.